Not only Brockton is what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. Well, a lot of people are watching on TV, too.
It's true.
Ready to go? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rocky Marciano Stadium. Leo Genitaccio, along with Orlando Galveo. Sorry for the late start. The Boxers have lost the toss, and they will be kicking the ball off. Orlando, Brockton coming in at 0-5. Weymouth 5-0. What do you expect tonight?
Big game, Brockton. Any playoff chances? You got to win this game. I won't sugarcoat it. And Weymouth is 5-0. Very good foe for Brockton. And again, Brockton got to let it all. It's like a playoff game, right, Leo?
So the Boxers do come in at 0-5, but they are in the playoff race. So that is a deep ball pick off by number 4 from Weymouth. He heads up the left sideline, cuts it back inside, and that's a really good tackle by number 5 from Brockton.
Yeah, Monty Gomes, right off the bat, one of Weymouth's top players.
The Boxers will see fresh Junior now. Uriel back in at defensive end of Orlando.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good to see him back. His first game back should help Brockton's defense tremendously. I'll tell you that.
Weymouth knows to run the football. They come in with a full house backfield. It looks like they've shaded over an H-back. They shift out of it now. They switch to tight end.
That's going to be a penalty, though.
Illegal formation.
That's sometimes that's called doing a little bit too much, but it's going to go against Brockton, so maybe it wasn't a little bit too much.
So we've talked about this
right off the bat.
For about a month now. The penalties are killing Brockton, and that's 5 easy yards for Weymouth on the first play of the game.
Unbelievable. Just a simple shift, and
Brockton jumps.
Yep.
So 1st and 5 for Weymouth, the Wildcats. They have an H-back. They shift once again. They flip the tight end of the H-back with one single back. That's going to be a direct snap. Wildcat, he keeps the ball. And a nice job by the Brockton defense, led by Uriel Maybe.
Yeah, right off the bat, he made his presence felt right there. Maybe, good to see him back, his first game of the year.
So that was a direct snap to number 5, Amari Gomes.
Yeah, you're going to be hearing about Amani Gomes a lot today for the Weymouth Wildcats, who come in, like Leo said, 5-0.
So let's give Weymouth about a half a yard right there, and it's 2nd down. That's going to be a long snap. It's going to get away.
Brockton's got to get it.
Get the football.
And you see Brockton do this a couple of times, snaps over the head, and now Weymouth does it right off the bat, and Brockton recovers the ball in the red zone. Wow. Unbelievable there, Leo. Snap goes over the head, and quarterback ain't able to corral it, and Brockton recovers. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties at this time. We're currently trying to resolve that problem, so if you could bear with us.
So big break for the Boxers right there. Big break for the Boxers right there. It will be a first down at the Weymouth.
So Brockton has the ball there. First down, 19.
There's the junior running back, Blue, who did a nice job last week. So 2nd down, and let's give it 8 yards. 8 yards now for Brockton. They, after the fumble recovery, are close to the red zone. And Blue is the lone back. And 2 receivers left, 1 right. They do motion. And that's going to be another handoff to Blue. Gains a bunch of yards, but I think Brockton's going to get called for an illegal procedure, Orlando.
I can't hear myself.
And sorry for the technical difficulties. The postman in his last official game, we're going to get to that at halftime. 18 years, Mike the Postman Simmons will be leaving Brockton Community Access. He's been around a ton of stuff around the city. They had a nice send-off for him today. He's heading over to Stonehill, and he will be missed.
Yeah, it looks like the referee's going to pick up that flag.
So a break for the Boxers, a 4-yard
Testing
gain
1 2,
by
testing
Blue.
1 2, testing. Okay, yeah.
And Brockton We'll have about a 3rd down and 4 at the Weymouth 16-yard line as Semedo comes over and talks to Coach Silva.
And if you're the Brockton Boxers, you got to capitalize on this turnover and put this ball into the end zone and get off to a good start.
So we have 2 receivers right, 1 left, Blue the lone back. This is 4-down territory, no doubt, for the Boxers. Good snap. The ball's going to go to Blue. He has a little room inside, and he keeps his legs moving, and he keeps his legs moving. And that's a really good run down to about the 5-yard line, where the Boxers will have 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's a very good sign because you've seen the Brockton offensive line pushing the Weymouth offensive line back, get into the inside the 10, and Brockton with a great opportunity here.
And even though they got dominated on both sides of the ball last week, Orlando, you thought you saw some positives up front with the Brockton offensive line and Blue the running back?
Right, you played a good team in CM, probably one of the best teams in New England, and they played hard, and I thought that was going to help going into this game right here.
So the Boxers go direct snap to Jared Mighty, bounces outside, and that's a nice job of tackling by the Weymouth Wildcats, led by number 6, Timmy Mills, the senior linebacker.
And again, that play took long. It seemed like it took slow to develop. Man, just give the ball to Semedo, hand it off, and pound it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's give Mighty about a yard there, make it 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line as Semedo stays off the field, and it looks like Brockton's going to remain in that Wildcat. And we talked about it. We want to get Jared Mighty the football. Not bad getting him down here. So the box is going to go a full house. They got an H-back. They got a tight end. They got 3 guys lined up right next to Jared Mighty. The snap's a little high. He's a little low. Mighty gets to the outside. He just uses that really elite speed to get to the end zone.
Hey.
That shouldn't have worked.
Yeah, you see the bad snap, and Mighty able to go around the end left side. They can't get him, and he goes into the end zone, and Brockton takes advantage of that turnover and strikes first.
So the early turnover, Brockton makes the Weymouth Wildcats pay. Jared Mighty on the tough snap, and that was an issue last week with the Boxers, was able to secure the football, get to the outside, and use that elite athleticism to give the Boxers an early 6-0 lead, as the extra point will now be attempted by number 30 from the Boxers, and that is Maximus Raymond. The snap is down. The kick is not even close. So that's been an issue for the Boxers the past couple weeks. Danny DeSilva, the short-footed kicker, really been playing other positions and not doing his usual.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't see Danny out there for some reason, so that might be the backup. So and show there, but again, you can't. You got to take any points you can get there. So we'll take the 6, but 7 would have been nice.
So again, sorry for the earlier problems we had here. The postman back up here. Curtis Reese will be taking over, the director of production. David Eric on the cameras, of course. Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Leo Genetasio along with Orlando Galveo. The Brockton Boxers 2025 season. As Danny DeSilva will kick now, so he is okay to kick. And back deep, Weymouth has, it looks like Tyler Munchbach. And it's a really good kick, shaded over. And number 22 fumbles it, and Brockton has, looks like they're pretty good.
Oh, where? Look at
and
Jared.
He has nowhere to go, and that's Jared Mighty.
Eating it up. Jared said, you're going to bobble it. I'm going to make you pay for it. And he does, as Weymouth's going to stop deep in their territory at the 10-yard line. And by the way, Danny Baptista was the one that kicked that off. Very interesting why he didn't kick that extra point.
So Weymouth did come in 5-0 this season. They beat Braintree 42-0, Whitman Hanson 28-0, Newton North 34-6, New Bedford 34-0, and a good win against Milton 28-21.
Very impressive. I didn't expect that, and that let me know that this team is for real, and it's a great stop by Brockton.
So the Wildcats are going to remain in that offset eye with H-back and a tight end. It's going to be a direct snap to number 14. He jumps back outside, makes a man miss.
That's going to be a penalty.
It's going to be pretty good tackling by the Boxers. Jared, Mighty, Xavier Cologne, and the rest of the Boxers in there to make that a
yeah,
short
that's going to be a holding.
No,
should be a holding coming back.
And let's see. I don't know if that was a flag, Orlando, or some of the kids got some bright-colored shoes out there. One of them doesn't look like
I saw a flag.
So you did. We got a hold, and it's going to go against Weymouth. So let's see
Clearly.
if Brockton's got to send it back. They can put him inside the 10-yard line.
So if you're Brockton, yes, you send him back half the distance, get him at the 5-yard line.
Of course, the Boxers this year coming in 0-5. Their opponents' records combined to land 24-3.
That is unbelievable.
So the schedule can't be questioned by Coach Silva. He put himself in a good position to make the playoffs because of the schedule they played, even though they haven't won a football game.
That is correct. You look at the teams that they played: Barnstable undefeated, CM undefeated, Lincoln-Sudbury undefeated, Weymouth undefeated. Just a real tough schedule.
So 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. It looked like that was a motion, but really not going anywhere. Brockton sniffed that out, and that's going to be a tackle by Xavier Colombo, the senior linebacker, who's had himself a really good football season. Brockton's best player probably on defense, along with Jared Mighty. So let's give him a gain of 2, and they have 2nd down and probably 12, closer to 13 at their own 8. I'll give them the 9-yard line, as we are under 8 minutes, and Brockton leads 6-0.
Yeah, you see what Weymouth is trying to do today. They're trying to indicate that they're going to run the ball, and they're not making no surprises about it. But if they fall behind too much, you're going to have to be able to throw that ball, Leo.
So they motion a bunch of guys in this formation, and ball gets snapped to 3 different players. So it's going to be a wing that's going to be handed off right up the middle, and that's a real strong run by Weymouth, and a good tackle by the Boxers after a gain of about 6, and that tackle is by number 15 on Brockton. That's Kavion Burke.
Yep, Kavion Burke.
Two-way, looks like he's playing safety and receiver, but that he came in right there with a nice tackle. And after the game at about 7, we'll make this about 3rd down and 4 at let's say 14-yard line, Orlando.
Yeah, we'll see what Weymouth does
17,
now.
I apologize.
You're in a kind of like a passing situation now. Very interesting to see if they'll still run that ball. So feel like you're going to have to pass the ball a little bit.
The Boxers got those big 2D tackles, Cash Petway and Michael Myers, well over 350 pounds each. So that's going to be another direct snap fake, and it's kept by number 5, and there's nowhere to go. And the Brockton defense has sniffed it out pretty good. Nice job by the coaches early in this game to have this game scouted pretty well. And that tackle once again by Kavion Burke. And this will force a 4th down and about 3. And Weymouth looks like they're going to go.
Very interesting. He's going to go for it. 4th and about 1. Wow. What a gutsy call here.
Closer to 2. I said 3. Orlando said 1. It's probably closer to 2. So Weymouth is going to go for it. They do not want to give Brockton the ball back. Let's see if they can try to get Brockton to jump off sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's a direct snap, and he keeps it. And
I
don't think he got it. I don't think he
did not get that, Leo. What was a questionable call? You're going to have to respect Brockton just a little bit here, Coach Donovan. And Brockton's going to make the stop. And now Brockton's in the red zone again without even receiving a kickoff, Leo.
Looks like Brockton kept those Ramondi brothers, Clark and Claude, on the sidelines, and they got some corners playing tonight.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. And it's not going to sit well with the Weymouth fans, I'll tell you that.
So the Boxers on the turnover and downs have the ball right back in the red zone. They're up 6-0, and they can put a real stamp early in this football game against a 5-0 Weymouth team.
Yep, and then Weymouth looks like, again, run heavy. You're going to have to pass the ball eventually.
So it looks like Semato's going to be in the pistol. Blue's going to be the back next to him. 2 receivers right, 1 left, Burke. And Mighty to the right. Mighty motions. It's going to be given to Mighty. Uses some of that speed to get the outside. Makes a guy miss. Cuts it back inside. And he keeps his legs moving. And we'll see probably a gain of about 5. As that play has not really been successful a ton this year. But right there, the Boxers gain 5.
Yeah, you seen that play last year go for touchdowns a couple times with Mighty. Not yet this year. Most of Mighty's touchdowns have been on long touchdown passes by Semedo.
So the Boxers showing a couple different formations today early in the game, giving Weymouth something to think about. They'll remain in that pistol. Blue's going to be the back, 2 receivers right, Mighty to the left. And it's a good snap. Blue gets it. Semedo keeps it. Good keep. And Marciano Semedo is going to go in, but that's going to be called back for a hold.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold, clear hold. That led to that open, unfortunately. And the ref had no choice but to throw the flag. Good call. And Brockton's going to be backed up.
So that touchdown run of 15 yards will be called back on a hold. Yeah. As once again, the flags have been nothing but torture for the Brockton coaches.
Yeah, I've seen at least 4 of them touchdowns get called back for Brockton, and penalties have been really a problem for Brockton, and you see it right there. Touchdown taken away. What a great play call, too.
So it will be second down and probably 9, probably 10. As the box is up 6-0, that holding call will wipe off a touchdown run by Marciano on a good fake to blue quarterback keeper, which he went into the end zone.
Yeah, Brockton hasn't released Semedo yet with the arm. You know he can throw that ball, so that's something to keep in mind.
So formation remains the same. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Blues the lone back. It's a good snap. Semedo's down. It's going to be a screen to Mighty. Mighty uses that speed really well. Gets into the open space and will get a first down. As I don't think Weymouth seen anyone as fast as Jared Mighty this year. They playing in that league they play in.
And I'm pretty sure they know Semedo is able to throw that ball too, even though that was his first pass of the night. And Brockton, which looks very close, looks like they got that first down, and it's going to be first down and goal, Leo.
So they do get the first down. It's going to be an 11-yard game. Semedo to Jared Mighty, as we see Xavier and Colombo come in. He played a little bit of H-back last week, as the Boxers have really dominated this game early. We're under 5 minutes in the first quarter. We're up 6-0.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Sylvia, you got to make Donovan pay for going for that in your side of the field. Totally not respecting it. You got to make them pay for that.
So the Boxers have a substantial size advantage up front against the Weymouth defensive line. Semedo's under center, and it's going to be a handoff to Blue. Jumps up inside and gains about 2.5. As will be second down and goal, as Brockton is trying to establish a run inside the 10-yard line here.
Landry Blue, who coming into the season wasn't going to be the starter. We know Brockton has been forced to. They've lost their starting running back in Soto, and then Casey Rhodes, and
C.J. Tyler.
So now you go to their 4th running back that's out there right now for Brockton.
So second down and goal from the 8. The Boxers trying to get up 2 scores here. Blue's going to be the lone back. Xavier Colombo going to be the H-back. He's offset with Blue.
Yeah, you should watch Mighty on the slant here. They're going to double
that. And that will be a handoff, and I think Brockton's going to get called for the penalty. But Weymouth will probably decline this, as Brockton has their 4th penalty already in the first quarter.
Slow developing again. And again, these penalties, we don't know who it's on yet, though.
Let's see if it's a procedure call. Looks like Brockton had 2 guys moving, but we'll see what the call is. If Weymouth probably will decline it, as they forced a loss on the run by Blue.
Yeah, refs are talking about it.
As Brockton's been
I don't know what the delay is, though, but
Boxers have been well over 10 penalties in the games we've broadcasted this year, as high as 14 in one of them. So Weymouth is going to be able, Coach Donovan's going to be able to talk to the referee and to see what he wants to do. The chance he may decline this and force a 3rd down and goal, Orlando, from about the 10.
It was no gain, so I would assume he's going to decline the penalty.
So Coach Donovan shouldn't take this long. So he does decline it. So 3rd down and the loss of 2 will be 3rd down and goal for the 10 for the Boxers. As you'd like to see some creativity.
I want to see more the passing game get
Brockton
involved.
has substantial advantage of the receivers against that Weymouth secondary.
Yeah.
So Semedo's going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers right. Looks like Nathan Jean Philippe will be the tight end. Kavion Burke is also along there with Jared Mighty.
Yeah, watch Jared.
And there's Mighty in motion. That's a fake, and Blue gets it up the middle, and that's really not going anywhere. That didn't fool Weymouth at all.
I don't like the play.
So a 4th down and 8 for the Boxers. Well, maybe they can kick a field goal here. Danny De Silva does have the leg to get it there. And that would give Boxers a 2-score lead, but it feels like something they're giving away here if they don't get a touchdown after the Marcio Semedo keeper to make it 12-0 that was called back. So 3 runs have gained a total of 2 yards for the Boxers.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head at that play call. But maybe they wanted to get closer for a better situation on 4th down, but didn't gain hardly anything. Yep.
They weren't kicking the field goal, so it really was you're not gaining anything there on that run if it doesn't get up there for a touchdown. So the Boxers line up something there, and they're confused, and they're going to call a timeout, as it's just been a lot of that this season where we see them go out in the field, Orlando, and they're not lined up correctly, or Marcio Somito's ordering guys around. And 6 games into the season, you want to be a fluid product out there.
Yeah, Blues has done a good job last game and this game, but you got in situations like this, you got to use Semedo, and
he's the best player,
and Mighty, and you have Burke. I mean, you got to utilize your best players in these situations. You know, no knock on Blues, but you know, who's done a tremendous job so far, but.
Of course, the Boxers come in here tonight 0-5, losing to North Attleboro, Lincoln Sudbury, Franklin, Barnstable with a couple tough-fought games there. And they've been blown out a few times against Catholic Memorial, and again, Lincoln Sudbury and North Attleboro really handled Brockton easily.
Well, in terms of the CM, they're going to blow out a lot of teams this year. That's the real deal. That team's the real deal right there.
So the Boxers on 4th down and goal have to score a touchdown. They're going to give the ball right back to Weymouth, and Weymouth will take that as maybe a momentum builder. Somato's he's got a lot of time. He looks over, he rolls to the right. Don't think he's going to get to the end zone. So Brockton does not even get a play even close to the end zone there with 4 tries. And Weymouth will take over at their own 5-yard line. And nice job by the Weymouth defense after that touchdown call back to grab the momentum back from Brockton.
Again, the play call kind of crippled you a little bit on that sequence. And it's unfortunate you couldn't make Weymouth pay for going for it on 4th and 1 at their own 19-yard line.
So Weymouth will take over at their own about 5. Brockton has stopped them twice. They fumbled once, and the Boxers stopped them on downs as Weymouth uses a lot of misdirection and direct snaps to different players. As you see them motion everyone to the right, they got 3 eligible backs back there. Looks like an offense from the 1970s. That's a high snap, and Brockton, nice run right there. That's going to gain 9 yards. And the Boxers have been susceptible to the run this year, Orlando.
Listen, if you're the DC, you know what they're going to do. They're not hiding. They're going to try to run the ball all night. That's their game plan right there.
So that gain, it will be 10. Weymouth will get the first down at their own 15 as they've wrestled the momentum back here. Brockton had a chance to get up by 2 scores, and unfortunately we're not able to convert if you're a Boxer fan. If you're from Weymouth, terrific job by their defense, their defensive coordinator, and their players to just grab it back from the Boxers. Again, they have 3 eligible men. They do a wing reverse, and that's a handoff, and that's going to be a modest gain of about 2. Munchbach. He is a senior wing back, running back, defensive back. This is an offense Waltham ran a few times against us on Thanksgiving Day, Orlando, and gave Boxers trouble back then.
Well, if you're disciplined in this offense, it could work.
So let's give him a gain of about 3. Make it 2nd down and 7 as the quarterback for Weymouth. Number 7, Kevin Macklin. Doesn't always get the direct snap. Like we said, they run a lot of wing reverses out there, direct snaps to the backs. And that's going to be a direct snap to the running back, and he has a lot of room. There's a ton of space there before any tackling. And he will gain about, I'd say about 15 yards. And that play was well designed by Weymouth, and Brockton was able to make the tackle after, again, about a 15-yard gain. That's Amari Gomes. And he went untouched for about 10 of those yards. So Weymouth starting to impose themselves a bit on the Boxers as we head down to the end of the first quarter. So, first quarter, Orlando, where Brockton got a huge break on the fumble. They took advantage of it, stopped Weymouth. Unfortunately, couldn't get that second touchdown. Been Brockton's problem all year is trying to take advantage and take seize of some of these games. So the Boxers do lead 6-0, but Weymouth with back-to-back first downs there.
Yeah, you seen Brockton with an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Was unable to do that, and again, penalties, and kind of a little bit calls that make you, play call that make you scratch your head as well.
When you're 0-5, Orlando, you got to be more urgent with the
football.
Can't
play conservative.
You can't play conservative. You got to do everything in your power to take advantage. You're not a 5-0 or 4-1 team. You got to put points on the board. Let your kids know it's okay to play with the lead. Not every game's got to be tight. You got to be down by 3 touchdowns. Take advantage of the other teams when they make mistakes, because they certainly take advantage of Brockton when they make mistakes.
You can't be predictable either. You just get up on the ball and you just run the ball. I mean, play action. You know, things like that. We've seen them do that against teams this year, and it's worked. So, again.
So that long run by Gomes will give them the first down at the 35-yard line. Again, start of the second quarter, Leo Genitacio, Orlando Galveo again. The departing Mike the Postman Simmons, the legend of Brockton Community Access, Curtis Reese, David Eric. You'll be missed, Michael.
Yeah, totally.
So Directs looks like they have the same formation. That's going to be a direct snap to Gomes again. It's a fake up the middle. He gains another 9-10 yards. The Brockton linebackers, again, pull another Claude Rains out there, disappearing at Orlando.
This is why it's very important when you get an opportunity to score, you got to take advantage of it because back to the run, right? Run.
So Weymouth pushing around the boxes right there as we do see the sophomore, Jaden Joseph, getting some reps at D tackle right there. He's been probably Brockton's best two-way lineman this year. So the gain of 12 will give Weymouth the first down near midfield as this drive started at their own 5-yard line, as they are now starting to impose their will on the Boxers. It's going to be another direct snap to Gomes, and he gets up there. Probably a gain of about 4, closer to 5.
That's what you want if you're Weymouth. They're grinding away. Speaking of sophomores, you got another sophomore for Brockton starting today as well, number 45, Cairo Hill.
Kind of looks like Tyrone Prude out there with that number 45. The way he runs out there. I think if you have to play a Tyrone is, and Brockton's got themselves something special. So the Boxers, you see the safety back there deep. I'd like to see everyone in the box. If they're going to beat you with a pass. 2nd down and 5. It's going to be another direct snap. It's going to be a wing reverse handoff to number 4, and he gains about 2 yards, as Weymouth will have about a 3rd down and 4, as this will definitely be 4-down territory if they went for it at their own 19. So a nice job by the Boxer linebackers right there. That was number 17, Wilma Perellon, the junior linebacker. Nice to see the 2 bookend D tackles out there, ends Nathan G. Felipe Euromil Maybean. So 3rd down and 5 for Weymouth. Another direct snap, and that's going to hand off a double handoff. What a great play call, as Brockton was unable to even make an adjustment there. So that was a handoff, a pitch to the wing back.
60 handoffs for a 1st down, and
so that's something
able to work.
Coach Shelby, the defensive coordinator, probably looked at all week. Weymouth's going to give you a bunch of different looks out of those running formations. So that 3rd down and 4 run will gain them about 15, and they'll have a 1st down at the Brockton 36-yard line as they're looking to go in and take the go-ahead score from the Boxers. We're under 10 in the second quarter here at Armand Colombo Field, Rocky Marciano Stadium. So that's going to be a wing. He hands it to him. He's got a lot of space out there. Brockton try to use their speed. They do. It's a nice job by number 12.
And he gets tossed right. Good hit. Clean hit.
Clean hit. And that's number 12 from Brockton.
15, Burke also in there.
That's Andrew Moreno. He is a junior defensive back along with Kayshawn Burke, another junior, as Weymouth try to use some speed the outside where Brockton distinctly has an advantage. So a gain of about 2. Will make it 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, grinding away, using the clock. Weymouth Wildcats. You can clearly see the game plan there they have here coming into Brockton.
So there's a ball right there. Directed off to Mari Gomes, and he uses those legs, and they're just pushing Brockton back right now. A gain of about 5 will make it 3rd down and 2. As those Brockton D tackles are going to have to make a stand at some point.
Yeah, this is the type of offense that could get a defense very tired, especially the 79 Cash wearing them down. And Brockton's going to have to make a stop here.
The 450-pounder. When he stays low, Orlando, he's tough to move. The problem is he stands up a bit of the times, and a lot easier to push a 400-pounder back when he's standing up than when he stays low, because when he stays low, he's a force.
Yeah, you see a lot of Weymouth Wildcats with their hands in their hip, too. It kind of takes a toll on them, too.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats. The Boxers looking at that same formation. Motion fumble, and that should be recovered by the Wildcats.
And they
now
too.
here with that offense, Orlando, we're going to see like a wing pass here.
Yeah, so now you're clearly in a passing situation now, or maybe even a punching situation. You go from driving up the field, now you're backed up, because if you don't get the converted from there, Brockton's going to have good field position, and you've used up a lot of the time.
So 4th down and 10 for the Wildcats. They have not thrown a ball yet tonight. All those motion right there. The ball was a missed handoff from the H-back to the wing back. And Weymouth is forced here. Looks like they're going to have to throw the ball, but you never know. Yeah, they're going to go too wide to the right.
Watch for the screen.
Left, as the Boxers try to get the ball back. And he's back. He looks, throws the ball. He's wide open, and he overthrows it.
Not a good
break
pass
for the Boxers because he was open. That would have been a first down.
He was open, and a simple pass gets it there. And Brockton, after all that, has the ball in good field position. Unbelievable. Wow.
So a missed snap on 3rd down by the Wildcats forces a passing situation, and they're unable to convert. So the Boxers will get a chance back here with good field position. It was under 8 minutes here in the second quarter.
See with Brockton, they get the ball to stop the second half as well. So
Lourdes Blue will be the running back. 2 receivers to the right. That's Burke and Mighty. 1 receiver to the left is number 9, Malik DeVille. Mighty's in motion. It's a good snap. They're going to hand it to Mighty. Jumps up the middle, gets to the outside, and he's using some of that elite speed to get to the outside. And he will gain, looks like about 25.
Yeah,
they stepped out of bounds at the Weymouth 45, so let's give him 20.
Yeah, in that time, Mighty pitched it as he came right in front of him.
That's a pass, right?
Yeah, gave him a different look, and Mighty was able to get, like you said, 20 yards, and a great start to the drive for Brockton.
So the first down at the Weymouth 45 is Brockton's using some of that advantage at the receiver position with their speed to give Weymouth a little bit of trouble. They're going to go 2 to the right, 1 to the left with an H-back, and Blue is the lone back. Semedo in the pistol. Good snap again. Blue's going to get the ball. And he ran into his own guy right there. I'd like to see him hit that hole a little bit harder as that goes nowhere. And a nice job by the Weymouth defensive tackle, number 13 from Weymouth. And that's DeAndre Cooper, the junior linebacker, who just ate that up.
Blues has to hit that hole. He's
a
little dancing at the beginning. You just have to hit the hole. And you probably get more yards than that.
Would like to see Mighty in the backfield a little bit, Orlando.
How about Kayvon Burke?
So Burke comes off the field. It's 2nd and 9. Looks like it could be a passing down for the Boxers. Haven't seen Semedo take a lot of chances down the field yet tonight. The Boxers, Burke's back out there. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Mighty's got a ton of cushion over there. And Blue's the lone back.
He's getting double teamed, though.
So that's Burke in motion. They're going to fake it to him, and that's a handoff to Blue. And that's a good run, a good blocking by the Boxers. And that run will gain about 10 yards. It should give the Boxers a first down as they run behind. Look like number 64 there, the sophomore guard, Jaden Joseph.
Yeah, and I think he bumped it to his guy who pushed him for the first down. And a nice little razzle-dazzle there for Brockton, able to get the first down with Blues.
So the first down run of 11 or 10 will give the Boxers a first down at the Weymouth 35. As Blue did a nice job hitting the hole there and a little advantage of being pushed by his guard. So Mighty's to the right. Dorville and Burke to the left. Good snap, and they're going to go to Blue again. And he does hit the hole pretty well that time. He moves those legs, and he really does a fabulous job getting down the field of about 9 yards.
And the whistle wasn't blown, so everybody's playing to the whistle like they should. And somebody's helmet came off. I think it's one of the Wildcats.
You see that's number 72, Tyler Hogan, the junior offensive lineman, going off holding his shoulder. Hopefully he's okay.
Now Brockton's giving Weymouth the taste of their own medicine, running right at you as well and being very, very successful at it.
So we see Jaden Joseph coming off the field. So Brockton's rotating linemen tonight as we see number 50 coming on for Brockton at line.
Yeah, if Brockton could somehow punch it in the end zone here, Leo, you go up 2 scores.
It's tough for a running team to come back.
And then you get the ball to start in the second half.
Sure.
This would really go a long way. And we're going to have a timeout here on the field.
So Coach Silva ready to throw those headphones down. He wasn't happy about something. So the Boxers lead here 6-0. We had under 6 minutes of the second quarter at Rocky Marciano Stadium. Leo Genitazio, Orlando Galveo. Orlando, let's talk about Brockton's playoff chances.
Well, because of the strength of schedule, right? And I said this to a lot of people last week. I said, look, playing a team like CM might be the reason why you actually get in the playoff because of the strength.
Opponent points there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and Brockton's played all tough teams this year, and I felt like playing a team like that, you get better. And I think you could see that tonight. You could clearly see that tonight.
You did tell me earlier this week you said Brockton's going to win this football game.
And I did.
You said they win by 14 points. So if they do, Orlando, once again, you predicted a lot of football games over the past 25 years. Most of you predict Brockton winning, but this one you may be right.
Yeah, I felt like what happened last week, and seeing a team like that, and not no knock on Weymouth, there's 2 different styles, and that makes you better. And again, they have to win these last 3, and I think they get it.
So a long way to go in this one, only up by 6, but
yep.
Boxers look pretty good tonight. 2nd down and 2, Blues the lone back. Good snap, and Smato's got a ton of time. He's going to take a chance. He's going to throw the ball down the field. He got Jared Mighty. It just overthrown. He was open. As Samato throw that one off the back foot. I like them taking a shot there on 2nd down.
Yeah, totally fooled Weymouth, but they were well prepared.
Open.
Yeah, but Weymouth also covered that very well as well. They were disciplined on that 2nd and short, and nice play there.
We've talked about this all season. Some crossing patterns, the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Maybe some pick plays that won't get called. Brockton use it, take advantage of that athleticism, and make those defensive backs do something they're not comfortable doing. So 3rd down and 2 for the Boxers.
4 down territory, yeah.
No doubt about it, 4 down territory as they lead 6-0 here in the first quarter, and a beautiful night here in the city of Brockton.
I'd like them to go back to that option where Sameto keeps the ball. The one that got called back for the touchdown. I would like to see that again.
So Danny DeSilva's the H-back, mighty motions, and they're going to give it. They fake, and they give it to Lourdes Blue, and he gets up the middle, makes a man miss. And the junior running back's going to gain a ton of yards here as he keeps moving those legs as Brockton will have 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Londari Blues, who's shown he picked it up from last week into this week, who's shown he has capability to be a running back. Wow.
After the loss of Chris Soto, the Boxers have gone through a bunch of running backs. All have done a good job at various points, but looks like Lourdes Blue wants to take control of that position. So 1st and goal, the Boxers for the 3rd time inside the Weymouth 10-yard line as they need to put a touchdown on the board.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts. You got to capitalize. 4:28, clock is ticking. Again, you'll put Weymouth in a tough situations here if you can go up 2 scores.
So the Boxers come out with an H-back offset. That's Xavier Colombo, Lourdes Blue with 2 receivers. And that's going to be a handoff to Blue. He got a little room out there and a terrific tackle by number 6 from Weymouth. He sniffed that. It's
actually number 5 who made that play. That's a tremendous play that time by Armand Gomes. What a heck of a play by him.
Not only a terrific running back, but the linebacker right there saved the touchdown with that open field tackle. As Brockton's trying to establish a run inside the 10. It hasn't worked so far. They've run 4 plays inside the 10. They haven't gained a yard.
Yeah, Monty Gomes going both ways, right? He's running back, and he's on the D-line as well. Now, big-sized kid, but as you can see, able to get the job done. Great play.
So the Boxers 2nd and goal. We'll give them a half a yard there. Let's see if they come out the same formation, and they do. Lourdes Blue's the back. Xavier Cologne's offset to the right here, and it's Burke, Mighty, and we'll see Nathan Jean Philippe at tight end. Samato's under center, and he's going to fake it. He's going to take a look. He throws the ball over. He's got him open. Let's see if he can make a miss, and it is a catch, a nice route, but it's only going to gain about 4.
Yeah, but you got 2. It's going to be 4. 2 downs. 2 downs to get that now, right?
So a nice route will gain about 4 yards. So 3rd down and goal for the Boxers at the 3-yard line. Lando, if they gain no yardage here, you got to kick the. You got to put Danny DeSilva and take a 2-score lead, don't you?
Well, you got 2 downs to get the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, if they don't gain anything here, I think you got to bring Danny DeSilva out and make it a 2-score game. But let's see if the Boxers can get in the end zone here. They're going to go. Samato's off the field. Jared Mighty.
Timeout Weymouth, I believe. But they know what's coming. They know what's coming, and let's Semedo on the field.
I want him on the field.
You know,
give them
you almost become predictable here.
You do.
So listen, have Semedo in there, hand off the ball, have your line against their line, punch it in the end zone.
You could put Mighty in the backfield with Semedo and give him a different look. With Kavion Burke with them, Weymouth has no idea what you're going to do. You could roll out Semedo. You could direct snap to Mighty. You could direct snap to Kavion Burke.
Yeah. With that being said, well,
let's see if
we'll watch it work.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
I just want Semedo on the field at all times.
So the Boxers are going to come right to the line of scrimmage. Weymouth using their first timeout, 3:09 of the second quarter. The Boxers got 3 backs lined up right next to Jared Mighty. And it's going to be a snap to Jared. He tries to bust it up inside, and he goes absolutely nowhere. So fourth down and goal from the 3, and let's see what the Boxers do here. Is they have yet to throw a pass with Semedo inside the 10-yard line twice. The one time Semedo was going to throw, he ran out of bounds on 4th down. As the Boxers now 4th and goal from the 3, and they're going to stay with the same formation. If they don't make a lot of second guessing right now for the Boxers and the offensive coordinator if this does not work. Not having Semedo on the field. Let's see Jared Mighty. It's the same exact formation. As he fakes, and there's not a lot of room there. He does get to the outside. If he can use that elite speed, he does.
Wow, look at this. It's going to be a holding coming back.
Coming back again. So the Boxers score their 3rd touchdown, and Danny DeSilva, who's usually the kicker, is going to get called for the hold. As the Boxers just completely shooting themselves in the foot. As Jared Mighty made it unbelievable.
Nothing. Semedo in the game, hand off the ball and punch it in. I mean.
So the Boxers look like they're having their 3rd touchdown taken off the board again. As it is a hold and just undisciplined football right there from the Boxers. Just too bad. A sensational individual effort by Jared Mighty.
I mean, Blues, he gets you all the way down there. The guy that gets you there, sitting on the sidelines, along with the quarterback, makes you really scratch your head.
So the Boxers are forced to a 4th down and goal here from the 12. In a game that could be a 20-0 lead, still remains at 6-0 for Brockton, as they feel like they should be up by more. But when you're 0-5, this is what you do.
Well, they still got another opportunity to get in the end zone here. Now you get to see Semedo throw the ball, but Weymouth's going to have a different look, though.
Back. So Brockton's going to call another timeout.
Confused.
As, it's just unfortunate, Lando. Terrific individual effort by Jared Mighty, jumping over a cornerback.
At least, if you do that play, have a pass option off it. I mean, they know what's coming. I mean, you're making it easier for the defense.
So we're about 2:21 of the first half. The Boxers, after a Weymouth fumble, were able to convert a Jared Mighty run into the end zone on 3rd down. Brockton stopped Weymouth on their second possession, scored a touchdown. It was called back. They turned the ball over in downs. Weymouth then marched almost 55 yards down to the Brockton 35. Brockton stopped them where they were able to, again, march the ball down to the 3-yard line, where Brockton again scored a touchdown, but it was called back on another hold. Brockton's 6th penalty of the night.
Yeah, this would be devastating if you don't get into the end zone. You had a 3rd down and goal at the 2-yard line, 2 chances to get it in, and now you're backed up.
Weymouth puts a lot of pressure on Semedo here.
Yeah. Don't forget, though, Semedo does have a good arm.
So Semedo's back. He has time. He's going to look. Throws the ball over the middle, and it is no
That's
good.
it.
So Brockton turns the ball over and downs for the 2nd time, unable to put some points on the board, and this remains a 6-0 game.
Unbelievable.
So a game that should be at least 14-0, if not 20-0, remains 6-0 for the Boxers. Weymouth now. Let's see, they got 2 minutes left. Can they run the ball? Can they go 80 yards running the ball? Will they throw the ball here, Orlando?
Got to be careful now, though, right?
Yep, you do. So Weymouth's going to come out again in that formation, what gives them about 4 options running the ball. Mackin's going to get it, and that's a run up the middle. Nice job by the
He got
Boxers.
hammered. That's Mike Myers cleaning that out.
The junior
wow.
deep tackle. Is that gains nothing, but Brockton's used up a bunch of their timeouts.
Yeah, and Weymouth is in no hurry.
No hurry.
I don't blame him.
Brockton, I don't think they have any timeouts.
Yeah, Weymouth is very, very fortunate. They should be down at least 3 touchdowns.
Well, at least 2 at least.
At least.
Usually don't have 2 touchdowns called back. Usually 1, but 2. So, second down and 10, as Weymouth's not moving fast at all. They have no problem going into halftime, down by 6.
And Brockton, no timeouts.
And it's Amari Gomes going to get the ball. And probably gain about 3. And that'll force a 3rd and 6 as the clock continues to run. As Brockton, again, used up all those timeouts on not being lined up correctly. And maybe one time with the clock running down.
Yeah, the silver lining, though, Brockton does get the ball to start the second half, so you have your opportunity to go up 2 scores then. And got to stop playing conservative. You got to play like this is a playoff game, you know?
3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Look at this. And the ref's going to blow it down. It's going to be a penalty.
On Brockton?
No, on Weymouth. But the clock will stop, but...
it will run at the end of the play, though, yeah.
Exactly.
So the Wildcats have had a few fumbles, a few issues on their
yeah, the ref might have saved them there, but they recovered it anyway.
So unfortunately, once again, the Box is not going to be able to get that ball back without a timeout. So Weymouth, let's see if they run anything here. They may take a knee, and then I don't think they have to run another play, do they, Orlando? 35 seconds, maybe one play. Yeah, I think that looks like they, oh, no, they got Mackin back there, along with Gomes. And that's going to be a handoff to Gomes up the middle. And he gains about 5 yards. Brockton let him do it. That'll be 4th down, and
Weymouth might have to run another play here. It's 30-second clock, right?
Yeah.
So
I think Brockton will be a difference of about 2 seconds. It's 4th down for the Wildcats, 4th and about 6.
Weymouth passed the ball once the whole half, and it was not a good pass. But like I said, they are very fortunate to only be down 6-0.
The Box is up 6-0 as we climb under 10, 9, 8 seconds, and we are going to be able to go into halftime. So at the end of the first half here at Rocky Marciano Stadium at Colombo Field on the Mike the Postman Simmons Bon Voyage game, as the Postman will be heading over to Stonehill College as the director of media over there. 18 years, he's done just about everything in the city. He's about as famous as the mayor.
Yeah,
everywhere they go, everyone knows the Postman.
It's funny, 18 years, right? Obviously, we've only been around him for a couple of years, but I felt like I've been around him for like 20 years because I used to go to the games, and he used to be right there, and he used to see me doing my thing, yelling, "Let's go Boxers,"
and
whatever.
Let's not forget something. He's a Brockton guy too. This is not a guy from Kmart. He's a Brockton guy. Grew up in the city, raised his family in the city. You wish a guy like this nothing but the best. He's done a superb job for Brockton Community Access. Again, it'll be taken over by his first man in command, Curtis Reese, will be taking over the production, and we hope to keep it the same way as it is, the best production around in Brockton Community Access. Again, catch us on the Brockton channels. We'll see you again in the second half.
Brockton Community Access isn't just TV. It's your platform to share stories, create change, and make an impact. From hosting your own program to learning media production, Brockton residents have the tools to inform, inspire, and entertain. No experience needed, just your voice and your vision. Getting involved means more visibility, more connections, and more opportunities to shape Brockton's future. Join the movement. Create, collaborate, and be heard. Take the first step today. Visit Brockton Community Access and start making an impact.
Brockton High Marching Band is proud to present their 2025 halftime show, Signature Sound, showcasing some of the most original and innovative musical artists of the modern era. The Brockton High School Marching Band is honored to perform for you and to represent the City of Champions. Now please welcome, under the field direction of drum majors Andrew Bassett, Victoria Florio, and Damian Sampa, the Brockton High School Marching Band.
It's the same freaking thing, but it hasn't worked in 5 weeks. They try to run the ball from the middle, and then they go for this road. Just go a short screen and pick up a first down.
Prepare for the Brockton High Marching Band. The Brockton High Marching Band is under the direction of Andrew Santuccio, Assistant
Back
Director
here at
Debbie
Rocky
Ken,
Marciano
Percussion
Stadium.
Instructor Dan
Beautiful
Morale,
Friday night,
Color Guard
October 10th,
Instructors Jennifer McKenzie and Christina Cracknell,
Boxes.
Main Judge
Bon voyage
Judy
of the
Newman,
postman Mike Simmons.
Halftime Dance Team Instructor Angelina Damiani, and the marching band staff of Cody Klein and Kristen Fuller.
The first half of Brockton,
Stick
they were a better
around
football
for
team.
more
After an
activity.
opening fumble by Weymouth, Brockton made him pay with Jared Whitey. Short touchdown run. Weymouth went for it their own 19. Brockton Stockton had a touchdown call back. They had 4 plays inside the 10-yard line. Didn't do anything. Weymouth took over the ball, went 50 yards. Brockton Stockton again. Brockton once again got the ball at the 3-yard line. Another touchdown call back. It feels like it's a bit of a letdown, even though Brockton was a much better football team in the first half.
Yeah, first half of missed opportunities, and you would hope when you have opportunities like this, it doesn't come back to bite you at the end, Leo. And like I said, though, if there's a silver lining, Brockton does get the ball to stop the second half, and I think you gotta get some points here to account for what you did in the first half. You gotta put this game in a situation where Weymouth is going to be hard for them to recover, because they've shown that all they want to do is run.
It feels like Brockton needs to go another touchdown on the ball. Or it's one of those games where they're going to hang around.
Correct.
They put together an 80-yard drive and all of a sudden they lose at 76. Again, the Boxers come in 0-5. Weymouth comes in 5-0. The Boxers, if the season ended today, would be in the playoffs, even though they do need 3 victories. But a win tonight, they're going to go with 13 better, seemingly.
Well, Brockton wouldn't be, just to reiterate what you said, Brockton wouldn't be in the playoff if it ended today. Obviously, you don't qualify because you ain't got 3 wins, and you're out of the 16 where they're 19th. And surprisingly, Weymouth is 5th in the power rankings.
So it's a big win.
But 3 wins does get you in. And with the strength of schedule, I feel confident if Brockton can scratch out the next 3 wins. Starts here, right? This is kind of a playoff game. You'll be able to get in. But like you said earlier, you got to take care of business right tonight.
So the Boxers had a nice job of running football tonight with junior running back Lotus Brew. We've seen him use those legs, be able to hit the holes and continue to move the chains. Haven't seen a lot of throwing the ball down the field where they've had most of the success this season. I apologize. With Marcio Cimetto, Davion Burke, and Jared Mike.
I believe he's thrown the ball twice.
And one was on a push play.
Right, and it's like you got to open up the offense a little bit. You're playing tentative. You're playing a little bit like conservative, especially when you cross into the red zone.
You're 0-5 you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Take chances. You're 0-5. You want to win football games. Run some different plays. Be creative. Take advantage of matchup. Brockton has a distinct matchup with their wide receivers against Weymouth secondary.
Yeah, in the last drive in particular, you were running the ball great with Bluth. You was getting yardage, chunks of yardage, I might add. But then you switch the whole offense up when you cross the 10-yard line, which made no sense to me. But the good thing, Brockton does get the ball to stop the second half, and they got to do something with it. You can't just keep it 6-0, because eventually Weymouth is gonna score.
So Brockton will receive the ball at the north end of the end zone. That will be Davion Burke, and it looks like the sophomore Quentin Montero as Weymouth will be kicking from their own 40-yard line. Again, 6-0 Brockton. And the kick is a sprint kick, handled nicely by Brockton right there, and a nice job by number 23, Lucas flags. Brockton will have terrific field position at the 50-yard line. And that was a great
number 23.
teams play right there by Nikos Rakoursi, and he is a sophomore.
Yeah, great play handling the ball, and Brockton starting off a good field position again. And now this is a great opportunity that we're talking about.
So the box is here. Okay, the box is here. 1st and 10 at their own, looks like the Weymouth 49. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right, and Lourdes Blue is the back. And Blue's going to get the ball, runs up the middle, takes Blue across legs. He's done that all game. It's going to be a game of about 7.
Yeah. Good run there to start the drive. Blue's been solid all night, and he continues it there with about a 7-yard run.
So Brockton, after a nice return, is trying to take advantage of field position right here. We'll have a 2nd down in, let's say about 5, maybe 4. As Smedel will remain in the pistol with Blue, Burke and Mighty to the right, Dorville to the left. Mighty goes in motion. They're going to hand it to him. They've got a lot of room out there. Tries to cut it back inside. Makes a man miss. He'll probably gain 5 yards.
Yeah, that was all Mighty right there. Not a lot of room to run, but he was able to scratch out 5 yards and move the sticks.
Weymouth strung that out nicely, and a nice tackle there by Timmy Mills, the linebacker. So 1st down for the boxes at the Weymouth 37.
This is exactly what you want coming out the half. Good starting position, able to get a 1st down, and let's see what Brockton can do here in the first possession in the 2nd half.
So we talked about this last week. Brockton had some real troubles with the snap. They got that cleaned up tonight. The snapping from the center of Smedel has been a really fine job tonight. So Smedel in the pistol, everything stays the same. Mighty motions. They fake it, and then go to pull up the middle. And Tufts junior running back gains about 10.
Yep. Another nice run by Blues. He's probably approaching at least 60 yards, would you say, Leo?
So let's give credit to those Brockton guards and center up the middle. Jaden Joseph, Mike Myers, and their center, Eugenio Alves.
All underclassmen out there for Brockton. A couple sophomores, couple juniors getting it done, and with the junior quarterback and the junior running back.
2nd down and 1 for the Boxers. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, Blue remains the back. And it's another good snap. They fake it, they're going to throw it in motion, and that's just an overthrow. Kind of rushed the play. But again,
he was there.
2nd down and 1, let's take a shot down the field.
Yeah, he was there though, Leo. If he makes that pass, Mighty could keep on running into the end zone. Brockton set that up beautifully, and unfortunately, Sinello doesn't do that often. Sailed it a little bit high.
3rd down and 1 for the Boxers. Obviously 4-down territory. We're under 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter. They're up 6-0 on Weymouth.
Expect Blues to get the ball here.
Danny DeSilva's the tight end. 2 receivers right. Blues the lone back. Dorville to the left. And that's going to go to Blue.
Now look at this.
That's the 1st down. That's a good fake. That's a nice option by Smedel. Fooled us up here.
Yeah, a play that was called back for a touchdown early in the game. That time gains about a couple yards, and Brockton again moving the sticks.
So Brockton's really dominated the play tonight. They're up 6-0. They have 1st down at the Weymouth 25-yard line. Weymouth playing a lot of those linemen both ways. Everything stays the same. Jared Mighty to the right, Kayvon Burke in the slot, Dorville and Danny DeSilva to the left. Burke motions, and that's a little fake, and Blue's going to get it. And the junior running back's going to gain about 8.
Yeah, they've been very successful. Blues in 1st downs, getting a chunk of yards, and that time another 8 yards. And that's what's keeping the drive moving, Leo. Good yards on 1st down.
So the junior goes 8, 87.
I don't like that spot, to be quite honest. But
So let's say second down and 3, close to the 3.5 for the Boxers, as they've climbed it about to the 19-yard line. We make it close to the 6. 3 receivers right. Dorville to the left. Kavion Burke motions. And it's going to be another handoff to Blue.
now he just pounds his way to another first down. This kid is running the ball.
And a nice draw by the Boxers up front, led by number 65.
Yeah, you start to see Weymouth now, the defensive line with their hands on their hips, getting a little bit tired now.
Jaden Joseph, Alex Muhammad on the right side right there, the senior, the sophomore and the junior. And again, number 58 tonight, the center, is Eugenia Wells. So, first down for the Boxers at about the 14. Blue remains the back. And they're going to go right to him again. And Weymouth does a much better job that time. And that's going to be number 13 for Weymouth on the tackle. Brockton goes low. 1 too many times right there.
Yeah, he was waiting for him. He kind of took a little sneak attack there, number 13 for Weymouth. Montero Cooper.
DeAndre Cooper on the tackle, forces second down and 8 for the Boxers.
And DeAndre Montero Cooper with a great play there, but he still gained 2 yards. Blues doesn't go down easy.
So, a gain of 2 will force the Boxers to a second and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 right, no H-back, gain of the Silver tight end. And they're going to go again, the Blue. And once again, I'll say about 2 yards. As Brockton gets real conservative again inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, number 13 again, all over that. He's not happy. He's like, you know what, we're going to put this drive to a stop right now. And he's been on both of them plays short yardage situation gain for Brockton.
So let's say 3rd down and 6 for the Boxers. On 1st and 2nd down will be 2 yards on both plays.
In Brockton, you're looking for about at least another 5-yard gain here, make it for an easier 4th down here. Let's see what Brockton does.
They don't make this. So the Boxers may be forced to throw here as Kavion Burke switches sides and flips to the left with Jared Mighty. Danny DeSilva, the H-back, Dorville to the right, Waters, Blue is the long back. Burke motions, and it's a fake, and Blue gets the ball on the outside, jumps up inside, and don't know if he got it. Don't think he did.
That's very close, and that's what you want if you're Brockton. Now you set yourself up for a 4th down in a short yardage situation. So that's.
Let's say 4th down and 2 for the Boxers on a gain of 4. It's obviously 4 down territory here, as the Boxers are putting a lot of pressure on that. Maybe the defensive line spending a lot of time on the football field.
Coach, see what they do here. Mike Norman bringing in the play-in.
It's actually closer to 3 yards, so no gain here. Boxers have the ball. This is their 4th time inside the 10-yard line. They've got 6 points, under 5 minutes. Brockton's had the ball for close to 7 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Brockton's going to need a good push here from their offensive line.
Burke motions, and that's going to be a handoff to Blue again.
He's going to get it.
Probably. Let's see.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be a 1st down and goal, and again, an impressive drive continues for the Brockton Boxers.
Let's see if they give it to him. It's going to be close, Orlando. Really close.
That run good enough for a Boxer. 1st down.
So Brockton does get the 1st down. Nice blocking up front by the guards and center. As Brockton left 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, it was a little nervous down the hill. I saw it. I saw that they had enough, but now.
Your eyesight's a lot better behind me. So 1st down and goal as Boxers. Let's see, they're going to go wide here. They're going to go wide at the 2.
I expect Blue score motion and
Let's see if they motion somebody. They might go QB
back
sneak.
sneak.
They do QB
There it is.
And here's the touchdown. So the quarterback keeper by Marcio Semedo will give Brockton that 2-score lead, which if they had that this season.
That's a great question. I don't think so, but a statement right off the kickoff. Brockton gets good field position. This time, they don't play around, no penalties. They just march right down the field and take that 2-touchdown lead that we thought that they needed, and which they have received right there.
So the Brockton offensive line have done their job tonight. They're pushing Weymouth back.
Now, let's see if they go for 2 here, Leo.
And Brockton's are going to go for 2. I think for the point system, we want to have 14. So Brockton is forced to go to 2 here.
Yeah, that was a good play call. Weymouth had no clue what they were doing there, and you should already know. You should already know when you score that touchdown. You should already have that 2-point conversion play already in your mind.
So
But, let's think about it.
Marciano has given Brockton a 12-0 lead here. We're at 3 minutes and 58 seconds of the third quarter here. Brockton, Marciano Stadium, Leo Genatasio, Curtis Reese, the American production, Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channel.
Yeah, most importantly, they've used a lot of that clock on that drive. You look at the time left here, 3:58 left here in the third quarter. Brockton just chucking away yards and chucking away the time as well.
So the Boxers are going to go for 2 here. And after a timeout, that play should be ready to go. As Weymouth down by 14, or at least 12, they're going to be forced. Maybe Orlando going to have to throw the ball a bit, you would think.
Yep. Well, you gotta have some kind of arsenal in your playbook where you have to throw the ball, because they indeed gotta have to throw the ball if they're gonna come back in this game.
So the Boxers come out in the pistol. Lourdes Blue is with Marcio Semedo. The receivers are bunched in tight, 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
Yeah, watch our Mighty coming in here in the. There it is.
Mighty gets the ball, they fake it, and Blue's gonna get it, and
Good stop.
yeah, he's gonna get it. That's not gonna go anywhere. I'd like to see Brockton give the ball to Mighty, or at least throw the ball there, give it a different look. So Brockton is up by 12 points here in the third quarter.
You'd like to see that 2-point conversion, but to get that 14-point lead.
The Boxers will be kicking off now. Deep for Weymouth will be number 22.
Yeah, disregard the time to the right. It's
Peter. The
58 left.
The deep kicker, the deep punt returner, kick returner is Peter Marciano.
Yeah, Peter Marciano
for Weymouth.
Yeah, for those that don't know that name.
His father, one of the greatest Brockton High football players of all time, the late Peter Marciano, Iowa Brockton High Super Bowl champion to this day. And I've watched a lot of Brockton High football, the most electric Brockton football player I've ever seen.
No doubt about that.
So that will be Danny DeSilva kicking deep. And he pooch kicks it, keeps it away from Marciano, as Weymouth will have good field position.
What a
and
stick.
a good tackle by number 5 from Brockton. And that is Maika Baisa, the senior.
Now Baisa with a nice tackle there. Closed it out very quickly. A decent field position for Weymouth to start this drive.
So the Wildcats will have a first down at their own 36. Down by 12. They are 5-0 this season. I don't think they've been down in a lot of football games. Let's see if they do anything different. They've ran the ball in 99% of their plays. And that's going to be handed off. Direct snap to number 4. And a nice tackle by Kavion Burke and Xavier Cologne, as they'll gain about 1. And that is Tyler Munchbach, the runner back, who had the direct snap. Let's give him 3 maybe.
Yeah, we haven't seen Kavion Burke on defense
done a nice job
tonight, but he's done a great job for the Brockton Boxers.
Seen a lot of those boxes going both ways tonight. Coach Silva's probably seen enough of the Claude Range routine in the secondary.
May Bean has made a big difference tonight. His first game back. He's a starter last year, played all the games for Brockton.
Been a starter since he's a freshman.
Yep.
So that's going to be a direct snap reverse to number 22. Heads up field, and he's probably going to get a first down.
Now they missed a clear hold as well. I felt like there was a hole that opened up that seam, and no call there.
So the wing reverse to number 22 gains about 6. Will be 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats. And the running back there was Michael Sinkowitz. So let's see what the Boxers can do here defensively. Weymouth obviously in 4-down territory, 3rd down and 1. Everyone in tight. Direct snap, and it's another fake, and he's going to take a look to throw. Throws it down, and it is almost intercepted. Kavion Burke came across the field, and I thought he had that one.
Yeah, Weymouth, I thought they had a guy wide open, but down the field, but he chose to go to the guy underneath and hit Burke right in the back. And now Weymouth, 4th and 1.
So they're forced to 4th down. Brockton stopped them the last time on 4th down. If they can get a stop here, put another score up, it's going to be good night Irene with the way Weymouth doesn't throw the ball.
Let's see here.
So the boxes, big 4th down for both clubs. And it's going to be a direct snap.
Nope.
And he might have lunged for it. He got it at the end.
Yeah.
Nice run by Gomes.
That last effort by Gomes was able to get him the 1st down. And again, that last effort, they had him in the backfield.
So the sophomore linebacker right there, Cairo Hill, did a nice job, but Gomes just using his strength to power forward for a gain of 2 to give Weymouth the 1st down at the Brockton 47-yard line. You know what, Orlando? I don't like squib kicking there. I like kicking the ball deep and making if you're going to run the ball, make them go 90, 80 yards.
I agree.
So 1st down for the Wildcats.
Makes you scratch your head sometimes.
Going to be another fake, another double. Handoff right there, and it's going to be a good tackle by Jared Mighty, and we're probably going to get a hold.
Yeah, that flag came flying from the other side of the field, so I wonder what this call is.
I think you got to move them back 10 yards here. If they're going to run the ball 20 yards on 4 plays, you got to make them earn it without throwing the ball. So the 10 yards will make this 1st and 20.
I mean, we've seen this a lot from Weymouth. They've been hit with penalties. There have been a couple fumbles. A little sloppy so far, Leo.
I'm sure Coach Devin's not happy with the play tonight. So 1st down and 20 for the Wildcat. That ball's moved back to their own 36.5-yard line. As that was a double handoff to the wing back. Call back for a penalty. And they're going to run it again to the right side. And it's Kavion Burke there. Missed a tackle. Good run. And a nice tackle by Jared Mighty. But that's going to gain about 7. It's Kavion Burke over pursued. And gained 6 extra yards by number 22 from Weymouth. And that's Peter Marciano.
Yeah, it took a bad angle that time by Kavion Burke. Should have had him for a big loss over there.
And that is the junior running back from the Wildcats.
Yeah, a lot of good games today, Leo. Malden Catholic, CM, St. John's Prep, BC High, Taunton, Franklin, Milton, Wachusett. Wow.
2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. And they're going to fake the wing, and Gomes is going to keep it. And he gains about 5-6 yards
there.
As they fake the handoff to the wing back, and he keeps it and runs for about 5 up the middle. And it looks like it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we do have a score, CM at halftime, 21-7 over Malden Catholic. And Zavarian up 19-10 on St. John's. That's surprising right there.
Yeah, we saw them earlier in the scrimmage, and Brockton handled them pretty easily, but that's why the scrimmages. The team must have gotten better.
Well,
so Malden Catholic, 21-7. Are they better this year, Orlando?
Obviously, it's the wrong St. John's. I'm thinking St. John's.
No, Sean Shrewsbury.
St. John's Shrewsbury. That makes sense now.
How is Malden Catholic this year?
Not playing that bad, only down 21-7.
So there's another fake right there, and Brockton does a nice job. Oh, good run by Gomes. Brockton had him stuck in the backfield, but he kept his legs moving, and he's going to have probably the 1st down as Weymouth. Well, he's a yard short, so let's say 4th down and 1 as Weymouth does go 19 yards, and that might be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Again, this getting down the field, but you're using a lot of the clock already down by 2 scores. So you almost, if you're Weymouth going into the 4th quarter, you have to score in this possession. If you don't score in this possession.
So at the end of 3 quarters here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, the Brockton Boxers, the only score here in the 3rd quarter on their opening possession. They held the ball for 8 minutes, and Marcio Semedo kept it for a 2-yard keeper. The 2-point conversion was no good. Weymouth on their first possession after a squib kick has it 4th down after already a 4th down conversion. They'll have it 4th down and about a yard from the 42 of Brockton.
Yeah, if you're Brockton here, going into the 4th quarter, it's a big possession for Weymouth and also for your defense. If you can stop Weymouth here, Brockton can probably, kiss this one goodbye, right? But first things first, you got to try to stop him here on 4th down. And this is about the 4th time Weymouth has gone for it on 4th down.
So the Boxer defense got to put a shout out to Coach Shelby and the rest of the defensive coaches, Sammy Basson, Kenyon Velez. They've done a terrific job getting Brockton for this running offense. They've kept Weymouth off the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, another
Coach
good game.
Silva.
Another good game in the South Shore. Norwell Abington 7-7. That's a good one.
So 4th down in the yard for the Wildcats. A stop here for the Boxers would be maybe a game breaker for Weymouth. And they're going to keep it to Gomes, and he's got it. And he's got to gain about 5 there as Weymouth will have another conversion.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Right to Gomes and goes ahead for the 1st down. And Weymouth's drive continues. Very important drive here going into the 4th.
1st down for that 4th down run for Weymouth will give them ball at the Boxer 38-yard line.
Yeah, Zavarian has increased their lead 33-10 now over St. John's.
So they're going to remain in that same formation with 5 eligible backs. And Linehan swings it to the wing there, number 4, and he gains a good 6 yards on that run.
That's a good run there. Good run by Gomes.
It's Tyler Munchback there,
Tyler
number
Munchback,
4.
yep.
He's going to gain 6 as they are creeping down to the red zone. The gain of 5 there will give Weymouth a 2nd and 5 at the Brockton 31.
Yeah, and Weymouth, as you see now, a little bit more urgency right up to the line.
And that's going to be right to Gomes. He fakes it. Got to see Brockton show a little bit more urgency right there. The D tackles. He held that ball for a few seconds. Brockton stood around watching. I want to see that.
Well, that was a fake, actually. That ball was snapped right to Gomes.
Should have been no gain. It's a gain of 3. So 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats. Maybe those Brockton two-way linemen just getting a bit tired, Orlando. The depth,
possible,
not what it usually is from Brockton.
They're dealing with a lot of the run this whole game. That can take a lot of you, but they've done a good job to this point.
So this is a series Brockton leads 16-9 since 1960. 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats. It's going to be a handoff to Munchback. He gets to the outside. He's got an easy 1st down, it looks like. And that will be 3-4 yards, at least 4, and a 1st down for the Wildcats at the Boxer 27.
Yeah, if you're Brockton, you need one big play here. You get them in the backfield now. You kind of derailed the drive because they're not
3rd and long.
They're not passing the ball. So if you can get them for about a couple yard loss, that changes the whole style of what they can do.
So 1st down for the Wildcats.
Got to make a play.
All those eligible backs: Munchback, Gomes, Marciano, Linehan, and that's going to be Gomes. He holds it. Gets to the outside, and that's a really good run as he's going to gain 7.
Weymouth lineman getting up very, very slow. 79, he's limping off.
So Weymouth losing one of their tackles.
Yeah, he's a good one too. He's a good one too.
Built like a fire hydrant. Nice job tonight by number 79. He's really doing a tremendous job.
They talked about him early in the pregame.
Good lineman.
Him.
So hopefully he's going to be okay and get back out there. Number 79 for the Wildcats. So 2nd down and 4 for Weymouth. They're creeping into the red zone as Brockton holding a tenuous 12-0 lead. 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And we're seeing Gomes hold it up the middle, and he's going to go into the end zone. So he's been their go-to guy, and this is a football game again, as Weymouth has made it a 12-6 game as The Weymouth offensive line has really worn down Brockton here in the second part of this football game.
Yeah, and finally, Weymouth staying with the process, and it works that time as Gomes goes right through, and a great run, and Weymouth back in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
So Gomes, you see it right here. Nothing fancy up the middle, really went basically untouched till about the 10-yard line and just missed some tackles as Brockton once again had the Raines brothers back there in the secondary not making the plays.
It seemed like they going for the
extra point for Weymouth.
Which is smart. Brockton unable to get their extra points today.
Both conversions no good. That's been that's been the story of this season since Franklin, not being able to convert. So the Weymouth kick's going to be no good. So the game will stay at 12-6. Weymouth unable to make it 12-7. So even if they score, Brockton will make Weymouth convert that extra point.
Yeah, so now you're Brockton, you get the ball back. Weymouth has momentum now. So now this becomes a crucial possession for the Brockton
Boxers. Like Brockton
you
has
certainly
to
don't want to go 3 and out.
Brockton's going to have to score here, Orlando. I think Weymouth's imposed their will here.
I mean, we've seen this so many times the last couple years where Brockton controls the game. They play, and then at the very end.
Yeah, you just don't make enough plays. But this could be something different tonight, hopefully, for the Boxers.
The opportunities you had in the first half, I feel like this game should have been out of reach by now.
Well, at minimum, Orlando should be 18-6, maybe 24. They've had 2 touchdowns called back. Brockton has not yet punted tonight. And Weymouth's going to have to stop Brockton, too, because they haven't done it all night. So if they stop, it will be the first time tonight they force Brockton to punt.
Yeah, we got another score for you. CM has increased their lead 28-7 over Malden Catholic in the third quarter.
So kicking for number 83 for Weymouth will be David Ayetta, the senior.
Yeah, Marshfield's up 7-0 over Silver Lake. That's in the first quarter.
Looks like they line up an onside kick.
Wow.
And they do. It's an onside kick. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Brockton recovers it.
And they're giving Brockton terrific field position.
That makes you scratch. That right there, I don't know about that.
So the Boxers are fortunate to Weymouth does the onside kick, but they do recover the football. They'll have the ball right near midfield, and if Brockton scores here, it'll be real tough for Weymouth.
Yeah, special teams is important. You have to make plays on special teams as well, especially in a game like this that is a one-possession game. And Brockton, again, with good field position to start another drive.
Nice job by Maika Baeza.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in this game, Leo.
We're at 8:28 of the fourth quarter. Again, Leo Genitacio, Wendell Galvale. The Boxers lead by 8. Lead by 6, I apologize. Lourdes Blue is going to be the running back. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Danny DeSilva's the H-back. Jared Mighty motions. They're going to give it to him. Jumps up inside, and he'll gain 7.
Yeah, good run. Surprisingly, we have not seen too many penalties by both teams here in the second half, Leo. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, Orlando. So the one penalty was a 10-yarder for Weymouth for holding, but they did score on that drive. So second down and 3 for the Boxers at their ball at the Weymouth 46-yard line.
Again, Brockton's getting positive yards on first down here in the second half. And that's a good start to the drive as well.
Jared Mighty one-on-one over here. And that ball's going to go to Lourdes Blue. No, it's kept by Semedo, and he will go for. Look like he.
Yes, he got the first down, and again, that was all Semedo right there. Smartly kept the ball, and if he had gave it to Blues, he would have been stopped for at least a 2-yard loss. And again, smart play by Semedo.
Lando, he's been solid the last 2 years.
He's a great
just
player.
A good football player. Brockton's fortunate he's their quarterback.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see Lourdes Blue come off, and the sophomore Quentin Montero is going to get a shot here.
Let's hope Blues is okay. Not a guy that would ask to come out the game.
Boxer baseball fans be happy. Quentin Montero, sophomore.
Checking him out, Leo.
So Blue is on the sideline getting checked out.
Had a tremendous game. Brockton's had a lot of injuries this year with the running back. You don't want to see that.
So Quentin is next to
checking out his wrist.
Semedo. First down and 10 for the Boxers. And Quentin's going to get the ball. And he does a nice job getting into the hole. He'll gain about 4, maybe I'd say 3.5.
Yeah, the sophomore Quentin Montero with a good positive, again, another good gain on first down for Brockton. And again, we'll try to get an update on Blue side. He's getting checked by the trainer there. We'll try to get a report on that.
So let's give them 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Boxers. We're under 6. We're cutting on 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. They're up by 6. In a must-point drive here for Brockton. A field goal will give them a 2-score lead, a touchdown, insurmountable. Weymouth does not throw the ball, so Weymouth needs to stop. So 2nd down again. Let's say 6 for the Boxers. Quentin Montero remains the back. Coming in cold off, fourth quarter, not getting any reps, and giving them the ball right away. Kavion Burks in motion. They're going to give it back to Montero. And he does. Hits the hole pretty well. And he'll gain about 3 and make it a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, nice shift by Montero there to make it a short yardage gain. But, again, 3rd and about 2-3 yards for Brockton.
Let's say 3. As Weymouth is desperately trying to get the ball back here.
Yeah, we see Blues now walking. See if he gets back into the game.
So he got hurt on that play, Orlando. He wasn't even the ball carrier. That was a keeper by Semedo. So maybe it was a helmet to his wrist blocking. So 3rd down and 2 for the Boxers. As Quentin Montero's the lone back. High snap, Montero with the ball. There's not a lot of room there. He didn't get it. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. I mean, it's 6 games into the season. Maybe Jared Mighty in the backfield, get a senior the ball instead of sophomore off the bench. 4th down and 1 for the Boxers. As we see Nathan Jean Philippe and Xavier Cologne come in.
That Blues looks like he's ready to come back in the game.
He wants back in the game.
Sure does.
Quentin Montero did a nice job gaining about 9 yards there on 3 carries. But 4th down for the Boxers.
I look for a quarterback sneak here, Leo. What you think?
We're under 5 minutes, and this is a must for Weymouth to get a stop here. Let's see what Brockton does. Brockton's got a huge size advantage right up the middle. And I don't think he got it, Orlando. He didn't even and they motioned too. Oh, he did on the second up. No, I don't think he got it. Well, maybe he did, but it's going to be a penalty anyways.
Just not enough push that time.
It's just, they know they're running that. And we got to play it down. That's Jaden Joseph, the sophomore. They're going to mock it, and I got a bad feeling here Weymouth's getting the ball back, Orlando.
It's going to be close.
Just not doing enough winning plays here in the fourth quarter.
You're not using one of your best players and one of the most electrifying players in the state in Jared Mighty. It's just unbelievable.
Right here. They just didn't get a push. I don't know what the penalty is. Maybe a hold, yeah. Probably a hold. Let's see. I don't think he got it anyways, but if they did get it, it's going to be a hold on Brockton and be at least 4th down and 10, which should probably bring on a punt. But I think Weymouth's getting the ball back. No, I'm wrong. It's a 1st down.
First down, but now you got to check the flag.
Yeah. I don't know if the kids, everyone doesn't see the flag out there.
I mean, if I was the ref, I would have said the penalty first. It's like you're getting our hopes up, and then you're going to measure it, and then you're going to tell us, you know what? You got the 1st down, but it's penalties on Brockton, so this don't make no sense.
Well, they wouldn't be doing the mock if it was a penalty on Weymouth. They're just giving the 1st down. So we're seeing right here, Brockton's going to go. I think they got a punt, Orlando. I don't want to give Weymouth the ball at the. You want to give Weymouth the ball at the 37-yard line? What do you think?
Well, this is why you're.
A squib.
That's why we're up here, and Coach Sylvia's down there.
A squib kick. They got to go 80 yards in less than about 3 minutes. I'd punt it, but
I'd punt it too.
So. Brockton going for the jugular here, 4th down and 6. Let's see what they got in the bag. These 4th down plays for Brockton the past 2 years have not worked out. Lourdes Blue, no, is that Quentin Montero's the back?
Timeout Weymouth. Well, Brockton is.
So the Boxers want to take and
want to talk about
talk about it. Again, if you punt it here, Weymouth's got to go running the football. They're going to have to go at least 80 yards in 3 minutes. And if they go 80 yards running the ball, they deserve to win the football game, right?
Yep.
So it feels like the momentum is shifting here to the other side of the stadium and the Weymouth Wildcats. They've come in here a few times and upset Brockton in the early 90s, and I think Brockton's punting the ball.
Again, you got the first down, but unfortunately the penalties will.
They kill you.
Again.
Good football teams don't do it.
To Brockton's defense, that's their first penalty of the second half, so they played clean football until that point.
So Danny De Silva is out there. Brockton is going to be punting the ball.
Yeah,
I like the call by Coach Silva. If you force them to go,
got to get a good snap here.
You force them to go the distance. I don't think Jared Mighty's not out there. We're not going to see a fake. Oh, Xavier Colombo's creeping up there a little bit. So it's a good snap, and it's a good kick. Smart kick. Now you got to look for the football, boys.
He picked it up, and he fumbled it. Wow.
Oh, wow. They're lucky
That's
to
a
cover
very
that.
dangerous play. And he does recover it.
So a good break for Weymouth right there, because there was 4 boxers surrounding that ball. And Weymouth's going to have to go 85 yards to win this football game. At 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the fourth quarter, Brockton leads 12-6.
I mean, the play calling, Leo, throughout this game is
Orlando.
got to be better.
They're 0-5. They're 5-13 the past 2 seasons. At times they look like a formidable football team. At other times they are what they are.
Yep.
So let's see what Brockton does defensively here. Weymouth is ran the ball the entire game. Can't be any missed tackles here. And it's going to be a fake, and Linehan's going to look out. He throws it up over number 4, makes a man miss. And good backup tackle there by the Boxers. Nathan Jean-Philippe along with Xavier and Cologne. And they'll gain about 3.
Yeah, and a little bit of play action there. Nice toss and good tackle. Because if he misses that tackle, would have got another 10 yards.
So Kevin Mackin completes the pass. Clock does stop for Weymouth, so second down and probably 6 for the Wildcats. And they got to go about 85 yards to get the potential go-ahead score.
What would be a heartbreaking loss for Brockton if that happens. So you dominated this game.
Here's the reverse. Gomes keeps it and doesn't have a ton of room there. And we're going to get a flag. Let's see what that call. Usually from the back end, that's holding on offense. Or a face mask. Good call, Orlando.
But just point that out there.
Let's see what the call is. Oh, it's against Brockton.
Face mask.
So that's going to be easy yardage for Weymouth as Brockton undisciplined once again when they're not supposed to be. And that will be, instead of 3rd down and 5, we'll give Weymouth the first down. We're under 3 minutes here at Rocky Marciano Stadium. Should be a first down. They got to change the stakes. What was the call? What's a 5-yard penalty, Orlando? Blocking the back on the defense?
No, they called a 5-yard face mask.
I thought all face masks are 15 now. So first down for Weymouth at their own 25.
Legal hands to the face.
So Weymouth, instead of 3rd and 5, they get 4 new downs.
Breaking out the NFL rules now.
And that's going to be to Marciano. He tries to get to the outside and gains about 3.
Yeah, we haven't called his name a lot today, Marciano. They kept him in check.
As it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
That clock keeps on ticking here.
I would think Gomes is going to get the ball a ton here.
Brockton scrambling to get players out. And players in. This is...
Oh, boy. That's a fake right there. And nice job by Brockton. That will be Brockton was a little frazzled there with their personnel.
Yeah,
and
Weymouth
it'll be
still
3rd
has
down and 5 for the Wildcats.
3 timeouts left for the Wildcats.
We're closing in the 2-minute mark here
But the time
at
is
Rocky Marciano Stadium.
not on their side right now.
They're going to have to bust a big play at some point. So 3rd down and 5, close to the 4 for the Wildcats. Amani Gomes is in the backfield. He's going to get the ball here. And he does. And it's going to be a fake. And Batson looks. He looks over the middle. Throws it into double. And it's picked off by Jared Mighty. And he can go down the sidelines for a pick 6. And he will.
Jared Mighty with a one-handed interception and a huge block to lead the way in the end zone. And Brockton has put the exclamation point on this. Unbelievable.
What a terrific one-handed interception by Mighty. And Brockton gets to that. More importantly for their points, they get up to a 12-point lead. They've got to get this 2-point conversion, Orlando.
Very important. And Jared Mighty showing, we're going to see the replay here, why he's one of the best players, and I hope the Weymouth player who's down is okay, because he took a shot. Let's see this play right here by Jared Mighty, one-handed. He's done that for the 2nd week in a row. Turns it back, and watch this block just at the end of it.
Oof. Xavier Colombo.
What a huge block to lead the way, and again, that kid is still down. Let's hope he's okay, though. That's the important thing.
So the 52-yard interception return.
Yeah, let's try to get a number who's down there.
The Boxers will get their first win of the season against an undefeated team. Orlando, when was the last time Brockton beat an undefeated team this far into the season? I want you to go back.
We got to go way back.
2005 or 6, beating maybe Zavarian or St. John's Prep deep into the season.
Now number 51 there. He gets up. Let's give him a hand. Yes, sir. Number 51, Leo, is Anthony Lavelli, the senior.
And those Weymouth, their linemen below both ways are really tough kids. Weymouth has nothing to hang their heads about it tonight.
He took a shot, and let's hope he's okay. He's still leaning forward there on the sidelines. Again, let's hope that kid's okay.
So maybe they're going for the extra points. So maybe the 14 points, the win is more important.
No,
they need to go by 14,
they need
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
I don't know if the Brockton coaches knew that, but the kick is down. It's going to be good, it looks like. But that's a 13-point lead instead of a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
So the Boxers here with 1 minute and 45 seconds. I don't know if that's going to come back and haunt them for the playoffs, but when you win games with the new seedings for the playoffs, you've got to win by 14.
Yeah, we got to score CM now, up 35-14 on Malden Catholic.
So here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, Brockton ahead 19-6. They're going to go and win their first win of the season and hand Weymouth their first loss of the season. As the Boxers will be home next week against Durfield. No, they're at New Bedford next Friday night.
Yeah, New Bedford, you know they're going to show up. They always show up for Brockton, Leo. No matter what the records are, they will show up next week. So you can't, and if you're a Brockton team, you can't take nobody lightly because you're not that kind of team to do that.
So that's Peter Marciano back there, and that's Jared Mighty. Doesn't let him go anywhere.
Jared Mighty has now just taken over this game. And great tackle there.
Does Brockton use their timeouts and get the ball back to try to score, Orlando? So Brockton looks like they should get to the 3 wins if they beat Durfee and New Bedford, but I don't know if they're going to have the points enough to get in the top 16.
That was very interesting.
But they may know
so
something.
I'm hearing that the difference between 13 and 14 isn't that much at all.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Thanks for that update.
Is that Adam?
My good friend Freddie out there. Shout out to Freddie.
Freddie Merchant, the
Everett's
long-time
finest.
fan.
Right, he's seen more Super Bowl wins than anybody in the state.
We also went many decades watching them lose, so he deserved it. So here we go. Weymouth is going to start throwing the ball.
That was a good throw.
Yes, thank you, Freddie up in Everett, longtime fan of the Crimson Tide, knowledgeable Massachusetts high school football fan.
Man, anything I need to know, I'm telling you, man.
I
love you, Leo, but I have to call my guy, Freddie.
How is Everett this year, Orlando? How's Freddie liking the team?
You know, they're struggling a little bit, you know, so Everett don't usually struggle, so I'm not even comfortable saying that.
So let's be honest, between 1995 and 2018, Everett was the best program in the state. They took over right where Brockton left off, and Brockton gave them a good little run there in the early 2000s, but Everett was the best program in the state. So they're going to throw the ball here. They're going to take a chance. That ball could be intercepted too. Oh,
you got to catch that.
Kavion Burke had a shot there. That might have been a pick six too. So third down for the Wildcats.
Now you're starting to see why Weymouth don't hold the ball up much, Leo.
They got some athletes, and they're good on both lines, but to beat athletic teams, you got to be able to throw the ball a bit.
That was a good win last week they had against Milton.
Yep. Coach Devins did a nice job over there.
Yep. Again, a guy that
applied for the Brockton job, right?
For the Brockton job, same time Wiggins applied, and son, you see he's done a great job here at Weymouth. A great job. That's a good coach right there, Leo.
So good momentum for the Boxers tonight, heading into their final 4 games. Thanksgiving Day, we will be. Curtis telling me we're going to broadcast that game at Bridgewater. How's that looking this year, Orlando?
Bridgewater Raham,
they're good this year,
they're
right?
pretty good. And
their coach has done a nice job
another
this
guy
year.
who's taken over that program and done a great job, Ian Bain, formerly from Franklin. He's turning that program around, and I'm not surprised. That guy's a good coach. You know what I mean?
So again, the Boxers will be in New Bedford next Friday night. They'll be home the following Saturday against the Hilltoppers from Durfee. And they will finish up their regular season on Turkey Day at their crosstime rivals in Bridgewater, and hopefully another victory on Turkey Day. Nothing takes sweeter than beating Bridgewater.
All right, so again, if you're a Brockton team, you can't take nobody lightly.
No.
It's not like you're that powerhouse.
Yeah.
It's not 88. So you got to go into the next 2 games and taking them very seriously and avoiding any type of upset.
Brockton's last Super Bowl victory, 2005, Orlando, 20 years. Their last Super Bowl appearance, 2012. So Coach Silver's got a ways to go, but it looks like 2 men in motion. But that's going to be Gomes, and Brockton eats it up. Yeah. Xavier Colombo, Mike Myers.
It was 2 men in motion.
It was 2 men in motion. But 4th down for the Wildcats. And Weymouth probably going to go here. Because Brockton's made a statement here tonight. Coach Silver, let's give Coach Silver, Coach Barrows, Shelby, Kenyon Velez, Sammy Basong, the new offensive line coach, all those coaches. These kids didn't quit tonight. They could have packed it in Orlando. And Brockton came ready to play football tonight.
And again, Leo, playing that tough schedule
has helped.
This is why you play good teams. You get better.
So 4th down and 1, and Weymouth will take a shot. And he fumbles. And Brockton will take over here. And let's see if they try to score, Orlando. Let's see, they have the ball at the 21. So Boxers here. Let's see, they got to put up points for the playoffs. Let's see if they do try to score. Yeah, let's see, Samato's in there. You got the starters in there. Brockton's got to take a shot here.
Yep.
It's not running it up. It's not. This isn't what people thought.
This is what it's about.
You have to score.
You got to score. Yep.
So Brockton has the ball on the turnover and downs at the 22. Marcio Samato talking to Coach Silva.
Brockton all over the place with this play because they probably recognize, look,
we got to put up points.
Got to put up points.
Beating an undefeated team by 20 points will certainly help in the rating.
And again, this is not rubbing it in. This is just how it is, the reality of the situation.
So Brockton, they're going to have to call a timeout. Here's the flag. So not really prepared right there. I think they were thinking they were going to take a knee. Coach Barrows recognizing
the fan base happy.
Coach Barrows recognizing you need him more points. He's up here in the booth and he's telling Coach Silver, we got to put points up. So the 5-yard penalty maybe gives Brock a little more room to run those wide receivers. Mm-hmm. And they have 3 timeouts and they got shots into the end zone here. Quentin Montero's the back. Let's hope Blue's okay. And he's going to take a shot. He's back. He's got a ton of time.
Yeah,
throws the ball over the middle, and Jared Mighty. Oh, man, that was a terrific attempt by Jared Mighty. So 2nd down there as the ball went to Mighty, and Mighty went up high to get it.
Again,
Really good throw.
you got 30s.
Use the underneath stuff. Right?
Use the underneath stuff. You got 4 guys going to the end zone. That's my only issue with that.
So 2nd down and 10 for the
Nothing
Boxers.
underneath.
This game is locked up. They're up by 12, but a few people are watching out there. Brockton needs to win by points.
Right, this is the new MIAA for you. So I don't like it. You should be taking a knee right now, but this is the reality of the situation, Leo.
So Samito in the pistol. 3 receivers to the right. He's back. Nice job stepping out of it. He's going to run. He's got to get out of bounds. He throws it up, and that's going to be out of the end zone. So Brockton will have a couple more shots.
Everybody's down the field, Leo.
Yeah, they got the underneath stuff.
Everyone is down the field.
Oh, Weymouth guys shoving each other.
Oh.
So
you got one timeout left.
3rd down and 15 for the Boxers.
This is going to derail this drive, I think.
So a hold on Brockton. Samito still got the bomb to get it there. Just don't want to see anyone get hurt during this too. So maybe one more shot, then take your knee.
Again, you got 3 guys going towards the end zone.
So
no one underneath.
Brockton's moved back.
That's the problem.
Like 15 yards.
You get a guy underneath, you got a 1st down, possibly a touchdown. But again,
yeah, I think they're taking the knee. So Jared Mighty's back. Brockton is going victory formation. The clock's going to start. And after a 6-0 lead, Orlando, Brockton scores 2 more times in the second half. A game they really could have won by 28, 30-6. They win 18-6. A game they dominated on both sides of the ball. Outside a couple drives by Weymouth. Got to be happy. You called it, first of all. Got to be happy for Coach Silver, the rest of the staff, and the kids heading into the Big 3 schedule.
Yeah, again, you was fighting, trying to get the touchdown at the end where this game should have been out of reach a long time ago. I thought Brockton dominated this game. This game was not even as close as the score indicates, but Leo, it's a great win for Brockton. Now you got something to build on. 1-5, you got your first win on the board. You get 2 more wins, you got a chance to make the playoffs.
And they should be in Orlando with the opposing schedule. They got in last year with 4
right,
wins.
They did.
With not even close to a schedule like this.
But again, this new power rankings, no one seems to know the logistics of it. You don't know what's going to happen. But I'm thinking that's going to be enough. But with that being said, the MIA got to decide that. Let's keep that real.
Let's say goodbye here from Rocky Marciano
Yep.
Stadium. Leo Genitasso, Orlando Galveo. Let's not forget Curtis Reese, David Eric, and again, the postman Mike Simmons, 18 years. He'll be moving over to Stonehill College for the director of their media relations.
Congratulations, Mike. We love you, man.
See you next week.
We're going to miss you. Good night, everybody.